Hi, Metro Glass here doing a sunroof replacement on a Mazda CX-5. So let's pop on up here. And this one is tempered glass, and that's why it's just going to crumble here. And so we're actually going to knock out, looks like she had a rock impact here. All the lines are pointing to this area. And if you look here too, all the glass is broken to where the lines, they're pointing this way, indicating an impact in this region. So my screws are going to be here and here. We need to go ahead and break this glass so I can get in there more. So we're just going to tear that glass away. Okay, lean over. Find our first screw. There it is. Let's get it out of the way. The T25 to take the screw out. There it is. Next one's gonna be back here in the back. So I'm gonna lean over. Found it. I'm gonna have to feel for it with my hand. And we might need to break some more glass so I can turn my screwdriver. So there we go. Let's get that one broken. Alright. Screws coming out. Sweet. Off to the next side now. So we're going to take our platform. Same thing here. We need to break away the glass so we have room to operate. Found it, so it's right here. Had to feel it with my hands. Next one's up front. We're gonna go through a little hole. It should be right in this area. I don't think I got it. I can't see it. Just try a little hole I can see. There it is. So that's all I did. Now you can see down in there. We're gonna break it loose. Man, that's tight. Got it. For a box to put this in so I don't get my whole van dirty with all this broken glass. Ooh, do not fall on the ground. Go, new sunroof right there. So now what we're gonna do is do a cleaning phase. So we gotta operate it and make sure we get all that glass out. So we'll need our vacuum cleaner. Whoop. I gotta throw that away. Gonna get a blanket. got those screws in my pocket because to install them, we're going to move to the inside. But we're going to get the blanket set up so I can put the vacuum cleaner up top. All we're doing is just vacuuming up all the glass. Want to be careful with the glass that's on the roof here. Don't let your vacuum cleaner hose slide, so just kind of hover above it. You don't want to scratch their vehicle, so we're just keeping the hose above it and letting it suck up these little glass shards. Just got hit right here too. All right, while I'm over here, we're gonna go ahead and start inspecting this side of the track, making sure we get all this glass out. So we're gonna put our little nozzle on. Grab me one of my picks. And we're gonna start digging. Side looks really good, so let's go ahead and clean up the final glass shards on this side before we move our stand over to the other side. Make sure we get any glass that went back here. Doing one more inspection of the track down here, making sure there's no glass. You're just going to rock back and forth and look and see if you see any glass hiding. And there probably will be some hiding. So we're going to move to the other side. Alright, same thing, grab a pick, put your vacuum cleaner down here in the track, and just kind of suck everything out. Whatever it doesn't grab, you can use the pick to kind of lift it up. So let me inspect. This is doing really good. Normally I'm using more of the picks in there to slide underneath the glass that's in there and pick it up to the vacuum cleaner like this is normally what I have to do, but all this is coming out really nicely. All right, we're ready to operate. So we're gonna turn our vacuum cleaner off, put our hose away, make sure there's nothing in here that's gonna pinch, get caught, make sure all my tools are away. Sometimes the sunroof will come over, so in that case you need to move your vacuum cleaner and everything off the top. This one's not gonna go over, this glass is gonna go in. So we're gonna crank the vehicle. Oh, we got a dead battery. Let's try it again. Dead battery. I'll be right back. All right, so we're back. Just had to talk with the customer's sister, just to let her know what I'm doing, giving her a heads up. So we're gonna have to jump off this car. It's not wanting to crank up. We're at the phase where we need to crank it up and operate the regulator, the motor in there. So we've already popped the hood. Wonder if these lights were left on, because look, they're still on right now. And the car's not cranked. That's probably what it was. So, ooh, corrosion. Look at that corrosion. Oh yeah, we got corrosion. Let's do this. Hopefully there's some in here. It's just little contact cleaners. Oh yeah, this thing's empty. Nothing in this one, so let's see if the WD-40 has anything. Yep. We just need to spray on here and clean it. Let that be for a moment. Go ahead and connect this up before I turn it on. All right, we're ready to crank. There it is. Let's look at her lights. They're set to auto. We're gonna leave it on auto. I don't know why it went out. Maybe because she didn't drive it in a while. So we'll leave it. All right, back to the sunroof, guys. Ooh, there's my bell. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up this. All right, we're good. Sunroof controls are right here. We're gonna vent it first. There's our vent. We're gonna go up, we're gonna inspect, and we're gonna make sure there's no issues, no glass or anything in there. So we're just doing a little inspection here. Looking good. Not seeing any glass on this side from the vent. Let's look back in there. No glass. Okay. I do see a lot of glass here on the side, so we'll need to clean that up for her. Jump up here real quick, take a peek at this side. Okay, no glass in the back, no glass in the front. So we're ready to put it back into the down position from the vent and then roll it back. So we're going to drop it back down. There it is. And now we're going to roll it back. We're not going to let it go auto. We're going to stay full control of this. All right. Went back. I didn't hear any rocks or anything. No, not rocks. Any glass. So now we're going to bring it forward. But again, don't let it go auto. Just maintain control. Just let it scoot forward. And we want to inspect it. We want to listen for any glass. So just a quick little visual. This is the channel right here. This is what we're looking at. Make sure there's no glass. There's glass right there, so let's get that out. Side's good. Go to the other side. This is all you do on sunroofs. You just go back and forth. You'll really get your steps in if you're counting your steps. So looking. Do not see any glass. So we're good. We're gonna look on the side right here. There is glass on the side. So just go under the glass and then kick it up into the vacuum cleaner. That's all you're doing. So again, under. That's it. There's some right there sitting on top. And we're good. So if we're done with the vacuum cleaner, we can operate this closed. Get my stool out of the way. Alright. Make sure we're clear. Nothing's up there. We're going to inch it forward. That was good. On some sunroofs, you have to hold this piece down manually because the glass normally catches it, but on this one, the track actually, as it slides forward, catches it and pulls it back down. So if you're trying to slide it forward and you don't have this held down and it keeps knocking itself back when it gets to about right here, the brackets and everything, then what you need to do is just grab this little part right here up front, the little visor that pops up, and just pull it down, spring load it. That's all it is. And then when you hold it down, you can hit your button and that'll close forward to where you can then get everything. So typically now what we're good is we're going to operate it fully, let it go back on its own. We're listening. Sounds good, no glass. We're going to do the same thing now, automatic forward. Oop, I heard glass, so let's stop. Let's take a look and see. It was on the driver's side. See if we can find what it was. There it is. I see it. So vacuum cleaner, it's right here. Got it. So we're gonna inspect one more time, make sure I don't see any more glass. I'm not seeing anything. Let's do the operate. Bring it forward. Sounds good. We're good. Okay, so next now we're gonna set our glass. That's real easy. Move my book bag. Grab our glass. All right. Logo toward the back. So our logo stamp is right here in this bottom corner. So that way the glass goes this way in too. This is front, this is back. All right, I'm not lining up right here because this is not falling in, so that means my bracket on here is getting caught, which could mean that it is bent a little bit. So let's just jump on the inside. And I'm gonna grab my screwdriver. That should be up here. There it is. We're gonna bring this inside. All right, looking up here. Yeah, bracket is bent a little bit, so I'm gonna bend the bracket back, and there it went, it's in. So now my screws are in my pocket. I'll get those out. Typically, I'll put them in the bag right here of the center console. That way I can just grab them and screw in. What you're gonna wanna do at first, see how it's sunk down in the back here a good bit? We're gonna wanna push up and get those screws in, and then we're gonna have to come out and we're gonna have to feel and get this flush and lined up. So I'm gonna put my stuff on my bag. There's my screws. Whew, I need AC. There's no AC in here. There we go. We got air conditioning. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and work passenger side first. We're gonna lift up a little bit. Go in for this first one. Look, using this extension allows me much easier to install sunroofs instead of having a small screwdriver. It is a T20, that's a Torx 25, my bad, Torx 25, I misspoke there. So T25 is your size. Make sure it's not rounded off. You don't want to strip these heads here on these sunroofs because you don't get new ones every time you replace the sunroof. They do stay with the vehicle. We're just going to snug it up for right now because we're going to have to do an alignment process next. We're not going to operate it until we do the alignment. Whew. Let me get back on there. So on this side, it's a little harder. On the driver's side, I'm having to push myself up in the seat. My bottom is not touching the seat right now. If you sit on the passenger side, it's usually easier to work driver's side screws in from the passenger seat because you can see everything that you need to see from there, and vice versa. When you're working on the passenger side, move on over to the driver's seat, and it is much easier to see what you need to see. There it goes. All right, now we're going to do an alignment phase. So this needs to go down, that needs to go down, this needs to go up, and that needs to go up. So let's get the front worked out first. We're going to loosen the front, so I got to find it again. Where's my screw? Found the screw. All right, that's loosened. I'm gonna go ahead and loosen this side too, since it's so far out of alignment. That's loosened. Now, I should be able to just push it down to where I want it. That looks good there. There is a protector on here, so I can lay my tool there. That's where I want it. So I'm going to tighten the front on these both. Let's find our screw again. Should be right here. There we go. There it is. Got it, and that's tight. We're not snugging these. We're going to tighten these down. We're going to loosen the back. Back needs to go up. I'm going to keep my hand here for support because if I let go, it falls. We're going to push it up to where I think it is. We're going to snug it up. Take a peek outside. That side needs to come down a little bit. So we're going to loosen. Also support. There's the little bit. Tighten it. Come on back out. Take a look. That looks good. So now we need to get this to come up. And there's the up. Tighten. A little bit more on this, too low, so I want to go up a little bit more. Loosen. Supporting it. Pushing up. And tightening it. All right, let's see if that did anything. That's much better. So I like this side. Like this side. Let's do an operation test. So we're going to want to do a vent. and then close the vent, and then we want to roll it back. There's our vent, good. Close, good. All the way back, automatic. All the way forward, automatic. And here, just in case, nothing funky, good, it closed. Okay, if it closes and then it opens back up, you need to do a reset on this. So all you do is you tilt it, and after you tilt it and you close it from the vent, so you'll close 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's now reprogrammed. You can operate it and just verify everything works again. Yep, good. Verify the vent, good, good. So we are done. So next thing I need to do is take off this tape. And clean the glass. So that is how you replace the sunroof on any vehicle that is tempered glass. It's all mechanics, no glue. If your shop's not doing this, get into it. Sliders are real easy to work with. If it's a stationary glass, it's the rear, you have to drop your headliner. Headliner has to come out the trunk area. But on these sliders, they can slip right in just like this. It's usually 4 screws that are T25, or it'll be 6 screws that are T25 in size. So, really easy to do. Get after it, make some money, guys. Y'all have a good one.